I want to show you today my latest treasure from Cooksongold, which is a doming block and punch set. Here it is, beautiful piece of equipment, absolutely beautifully made. They're called dapping blocks or doming blocks. Consists of this hardened steel block with depressions of various sizes, ranging from very large to very tiny, and everything in between. And they come with a set of 24 punches, from biggest to smallest, all neatly labelled in this block so that you always know where your punches are and can always find the one you're looking for. And I use this doming block and punches to make copper beads. I've been working in copper recently. I love copper. I think it has the most wonderful shine. I get these copper blanks from Cooksongold. Here they are. They come in various shapes and sizes. I use the circular ones, obviously, for the bead making. And they need to be domed. Cooksons also do copper blanks that are already domed. I find the doming a little bit shallow, so even those domed beads, domed blanks, need to be domed a little bit deeper for me. So I need to be working on them a little bit more than they are already shaped when I get them. So I've started working on some. This one I have finished. That's what the end result will look like. I've put notches on either side. Because when that is a bead, of course, I need to thread a needle through there. Here's another one I've started to make. It's not quite the right size yet. I've got to work on this a bit more. It's the back to this bead. Can you see it's not quite the right size? I've got to make this a bit smaller. And I do that by, having started on the biggest depression, I then find the next size down and I punch that into it, and it makes it deeper and a little bit smaller. So I thought I'd show you. I've started working on a third one here. It's not quite right yet. I've only just started hammering into this one. So what I do is I find the biggest depression. I need to put this disc down with the etched side downwards, because obviously I don't want to hammer onto the etching. In order to further protect it, I'm putting in a piece of doubled up toilet paper, this is, and this I'm hoping will protect the etched surface from being damaged against the hardened steel surface of the block. So I choose a punch that has a head that is smaller than the diameter of the depression I'm hammering it into. If you use a punch head that is larger than the diameter of the depression you're punching it into, all that you'll succeed in doing is scoring a line round the tip of the punch head, which will thereafter ruin anything you do with it. So it's very important with these punches to keep them clean, shiny, polished and unmarked. So here we go. I put it into the middle and I hammer down with it. Did I mention before that these blanks have all been annealed and pickled? Annealed, of course, because the copper needs to be soft enough to take the shape of the depression, and you just carry on punching into this until you start to achieve the shape you want. It takes a little bit of work. I may need to re-anneal this disc because, of course, as you work on it, you work harden the metal and it gets more and more stiff, and therefore you might need to re-anneal it. I think I'm going to have to re-anneal this because it's being very reluctant to go into that depression. When you have got to the stage of having finished one of these beads and you want to shine it up, I have discovered these most amazing little polishing pads. These come from Cooksongold, and when I first received them I thought to myself, oh go on, that's never going to work. They feel like those magic sponges that you get for using in the kitchen, you know, the ones made of melamine foam, that take off virtually any mark from any surface, and they're very, very smooth and extremely flexible. This means that if you wanted, for example, to polish round something small, you could wrap them quite easily round a pencil and polish that way. The fact that they are so smooth means that you don't abrade your fingers while you're using them. So I really, I'm over the moon with these little polishing pads. I think they are absolutely brilliant, and I shall definitely be using them a lot. Now, there are quite a lot of them in one pack. Look at this. So that one pack is going to last quite a long time. And I did an experiment with this the other day. It got very dirty, as you see the marking that it takes off the copper. And I tried washing it. I wondered if it would be as effective after I'd washed it as it was before, as they don't appear to have any polishing material impregnated into them. And you know, they are every bit as successful having been washed as they were before they were washed. So I am absolutely amazed, delighted, and very, very happy to recommend these miracle polishing pads from Cookson's. If you don't know about them, you need to. I hope you found something of interest in this video. I've certainly enjoyed making it. Hope to see you again soon.